Love this podcast? Support it and sponsor today. Simply head to auscastnetwork.com for details.
In a world where everyone says hello,
they dare to say,
g'day.
Yeah, g'day.
Yeah, g'day!
Yeah, g'day. Yes. Good day. Yeah.
G'day.
G'day. Yeah. G'day. Yeah.
Day.
Yeah. Good day.
Wow, wow.
Yeah.
good day.
G'day. Hey. Yeah. G'day. Yeah. G'day, Tim.
Yeah, g'day, Leon.
Yeah. G'day, everyone.
Yeah, g'day, everyone.
Welcome to Yeah G'day, episode 42. I've better put my indicator on. I've got to change lanes quickly.
Yes, we're definitely in a car.
I better wind down the window.
Oh, you have mine's auto.
So a funny thing happened when Tim and I
It's hilarious.
got into the car.
We didn't record.
We did not record
It was
because
you guys should have been there. It was actually so funny.
Yeah.
When we were just like, no, let's not.
Yeah, let's not.
It was
Hey,
like the funniest conversation.
counterpoint to what you said last week.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about a small Toyota Yaris. When it goes 110 on the freeway, it's just noisy.
It's got a rattle to it. It's got a rattle.
So we didn't do that. And then I have been drowning in my own procrastination, and it's just gotten out of hand. So Tim and I are recording this at the night time. I have fueled myself with some chicken and chippies before this.
I had cold pizza.
So we're raring to go, and we're excited to do this for you. Tim.
Yep.
We did make a promise that in that car, we were going to do Dadvice and Dadvice alone. And if I'm a man of my words, I am. That sentence.
I always commit to fulfilling half a promise.
Exactly.
So, never the full promise, only half. So let's stick with the Dadvice.
Now, I do want to express that I came up with what I thought was the greatest title for an episode that we cannot use anymore, which was Riding in Cars with Australians as a parody of Riding in Cars with Comedians. That can no longer be used.
Yeah, it's definitely a title. So
this is probably just Dadvice. This is the name of the episode. And so all those people that have never listened to the show before are going to go, oh, I'm not going to listen to that episode, and we'll have zero listen. Anyway.
No, welcome to the episode.
Yeah, no,
it's
come
bloody
on.
good
Let's
stuff,
have fun. Yeah. Shall we get into some Dadvice?
Sure, why not?
Shall we start with the Dadvice that was sent in first from our good friend Alexis?
Yes, we shall. Would you like me to read it since I've got it in front of me right now?
Hey, Tim, I'd love it if you'd read it.
Let me read it then. This is Alexis. You can email him at... No, I'm just kidding.
He lives there. Wait, before you read
I
it,
have that information in front
if
of me.
this is anyone's first episode, Dadvice is a segment where Tim and I answer questions as if we're dads.
That's the idea. All right, he writes, Dear Tim and Leon, I have a query that I think you may be able to help me with, one pertaining to facial hair. Mm-hmm. We have hair on our faces.
We are hairy.
First, let me be clear, this is not an advertorial, but it was inspired by seeing a recent post on your fan page, Bush Ranger Beer Can products. You can use Jaeger Day at Bush.
Yeah.
I'll make it an advertorial.
25% off.
25% off. We'll put the link out there. I've had facial hair for around 20 years, growing it for the first time on the occasion of my divorce at the turn of the century. I chose the goatee format as that was the design my follicles were best suited for, and it's usually been pretty short. A 1 or 2 on a trimmer, which for some might not even constitute a beard. But I'm experimenting with growing it out. Experimentation it can be a lot of fun, Alexis. I'm talking about beard still.
Yeah.
But it's unruly, spiky, and getting in my mouth. Follow on from the joke I made earlier about sex.
Oh,
is
what?
this a stage that beards go through, or is it simply my face telling me to stop trying to compete with my local barista and go back to a trimmed look?
Now, Alexis, you didn't ask this question, but I'm going to give you an answer anyway.
Yeah.
First of all, a goatee's not a good look for anyone.
No.
Now, I'm not saying that you don't look good, because you do. You look great. You look the best you've looked. But you could look better. Because a goatee, to me, I can't even think of what it reminds me of. It reminds me of my dad experimented with a goatee for a while, and he stopped doing that pretty quickly. And a short goatee as well.
Short goatee.
So anyway, but that wasn't the question.
No.
Now, the question is, yes. The answer is yes, you should grow your beard out.
Yeah, why
definitely.
Why not?
Yes, it goes through an itchy stage.
It goes through multiple itchy stages.
Yeah, but once you get past it, I don't think you guys would have seen it in terms of our fans, but I recently went from my bigger beard to the shortest my beard's been in a while. Some would say too short. Some would say I was unhappy with what happened at the barber that day, but I'm not that person. And I had to go through the itchy state of beard growth again, which I haven't gone through in such a long time. And it's such a pain in the dick.
Yeah. Dick pain is a serious problem
if you get
associated
dick pain
with
from growing
short
your
beards.
beard.
Yeah.
But it's worth it though. Like I reckon you've only got to push through. I reckon itchy beard is about 3 weeks. 3 weeks maybe, tops.
I guess everyone has different facial growth
My beard grows pretty
rates.
quickly.
Yeah. You just got to push through it. That's the only thing you can do. And try not to scratch it too publicly because people think it's gross.
You do, if you are going to scratch it, again, and you also can't say this isn't an ad. This isn't an ad. I don't know why I had to. You can't say this isn't an ad and then mention Bushrangers Brew.
Yeah.
I would recommend their product because beard drift.
It definitely helps.
And if you're not using Bushrangers Brew, get a nice exfoliator on there, mate. Exfoliate, you know.
Get a good a balm.
Ooh, a balm. Yeah, some oil.
Helps to moisturize.
Yeah. The softer the beard, the less itch you'll have.
And the sexier the man. That's what I've heard.
Yeah. I would like pictures of the beard growth so that we can assess it properly.
With a 30 centimeter ruler, which marks the growth.
Yes.
With a marker.
But the ruler only has 30 centimeters on it and no other markings. So if it's under 30 centimeters...
We have no idea how long it is. It is between 0 and 30 centimeters.
It's 8 apples high.
3 weeks later. It is still between 0 and 30 centimeters. We do not know how long it is.
On this question, I will share with you an insight from my father. Now, my father is a bearded man. My father's brother is a bearded man. I've come from a line of bearded men. I've seen my dad beardless, I think, twice in my life. And there was the goatee phase, but, you know, as I said, we don't talk about that much. I once said to him, why do you grow a beard? And his response was, don't ask me questions ever again. No.
And I've been scared ever since.
Yeah, and I haven't talked to him. No. Dad essentially said that because shaving is a pain in the ass. He probably didn't use those terms.
Oh, I'm totally on board with that one. That's like, I would say that's like 65% of the reason I grow one. Because I can't be bothered with it.
And I always assumed, until I and because I think I asked him when I had a beard myself, but I always assumed that Dad grew a beard because he was into it or whatever. And my dad is a great bearded man. He pulls off
He's got a good beard. He's got a nice beard.
But it's the exact same reason I grow a beard. And shaving my cheeks like once a week or my under neck once a week is the biggest pain in the ass ever.
I hate it. I don't even do that often.
Yeah. Alexis, if you want to grow a full beard, you got to not trim too much under the neck. So I do just across my Leon's apple, which is I'm borrowing from Adam.
I'm not even going to bother with that. Continue.
If you do under your chin, your beard can only get so long. But that's up to you. That's preference.
Some real wisdom there, folks. Some real wisdom. My father never had a beard. He did have a mustache, however, for a period during the 90s. The photos are pretty funny. And then he shaved it off one day and he never had it again. But I definitely do recall the mustache days.
Now, I'm not an advocate for this, Alexis, but have you thought about clean shaven?
I can't do clean shaven anymore. My face looks weird now.
No, here's the thing about beards, and I'm sure we've talked about this before, and if we haven't, we're really partying the kimono on this episode. I grow a beard so you can't see anything that's happening under there. I might have 4 chins. I might have pimples. You don't see it.
I might be a completely different person.
I could be Tim under here.
Yeah.
But beards hide blemishes and chins.
And ugly faces.
So grow it out.
Yeah. No, not that you're ugly.
No.
But just take our advice and grow it.
Grow it out and get some Bushrangers Brew and keep growing.
All right, there we go.
I think it'd be easier for you to handle a trimmed beard than it would be to handle a trimmed goatee? Because a goatee is so small and you'd have to keep it in the right parameters. Like, what do? Do you put a cup over your mouth and then just shave around the cup? Is that how you make a goatee?
bowl cut beard?
Yeah.
I love that idea.
I had a goatee once, but I was like 17.
Sometimes I like when I used to or have on the occasion shaved my entire beard off. You do that little thing, don't you? You test out what you'd look like with different things, mutton chops.
Yes.
And I've done the goatee and just the mustache.
Yeah.
I do not look good with just a mustache.
So my issue with the mustache is that as big and full as my beautiful lips are, I don't have a lot of room in between those big, beautiful lips and my nose.
Yeah, I'm the same, actually.
So my mustache is very thin. Because if I had a thicker upper lip, I think I'd actually wear a mustache once in a while. Because sometimes I like a good mustache. But when I did Movember a few years ago, I had a huge beard. And so, I did that thing. I did the process shots. And at one point I'd shaved it down to handlebars, but I'd left all the beard length on the ends.
Yeah, right.
It was like a good 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10 centimeters. So.
Yeah. My work mentioned that we should do Movember this coming November.
Us?
And no, not us. My people at work don't know who you are. They don't care.
That's shit. I talk about them all the time.
Yeah, right. That's weird. And my first thought was, oh no, I have to shave off my beard and everyone will see my weird face.
Yeah, but Movember's a time when everyone's got a weird face.
Yeah.
America's got a good idea.
I might still do that.
America do no shave November. So they just grow full beards.
Yeah, see, I'm more behind that.
Yeah. But I cheat with Movember and I always shave from beard to moustache. Enough beard talk, Tim.
Yeah, I've had
Too
enough.
much.
We've gone over the quota.
We'll hear from Alexis later in the
Might be able to
episode.
talk about beards for the next 3 episodes. We've done too much.
No more beards. Here's a question from Beth. I don't understand what she's written. Beth Gilmer and then in brackets, not Kenneth. Is
Not
Kenneth
Kenneth.
Gilmer someone? Is Beth Kenneth someone?
It wasn't...
Is that Kenneth from 30 Rock?
No, didn't we do something with a Kenneth?
Did we?
Wasn't a dad vice someone Kenneth? I don't know.
Oh.
Didn't a Kenneth...
Wasn't it Reginald? Was it Reginald Kenneth Dwight? Was that?
Yes.
That was John's name. Classic callback there, Beth. Bloody hilarious.
I like that you have the callback comedy and neither of us knew what the fuck you were talking about. Just shows how much effort we put into the show. Welcome to Yeah, Good Day.
Now, because we are on the road, luckily because the subject title of Beth's is Dad Vice on the Road, which we're definitely on the road.
Oh,
Good evening, which is accurate, actually. Well done. Is it Dad Vice if you were like 11 or 12 years older?
Then
I
us,
digress.
I assume.
I have a conundrum.
Okay.
Summer is fast approaching in the northern hemisphere, and I'm trying to line up things to stave off boredom of my kids 9, 6, and 3.
Are those the children's names? 9, 6, and 3?
No, I think she's got 9 kids in one family, 6 in the other. Yeah,
right.
9, 6 in the being home all the time. I don't know why I'm reading this like a slam poem. We already have swimming lessons lined up, Zoom membership, and an art camp planned. What are some things we could do to occupy time? I'm not above saving manual labor tasks to give them when I hear I'm bored. Thanks, Beth.
All right. Let me tell you some things that my mum used to get us to do. She'd go away for work, or she'd be out maybe for work or something, ask us to put the washing on the line. That was always a fun last-minute rush to get that out. A little race against time when you realise Mum was on her way home.
And it's just started
You were
raining.
meant to put it out five hours ago. There's a fun little race that they can do.
Yeah.
Another little fun little activity. Go outside, collect a bunch of rocks. You can decorate those up and then throw them at cars.
But make sure they've got Google eyes on them so they freak the person out.
Yeah. It's a little bit kooky. The person gets a rock through the window, but then they see the fun side of it.
Yeah, because it's a rock through my window, but has googly eyes, which they can then use for their own arts and craft.
Yeah.
Tim and I once did a day with our friend who was better at sewing than we were, and she taught us how to make puppets. That was a lot of fun. I'd take it to the next level. Make a human-sized puppet and then throw it in front of a car so that they think they've hit someone, and then throw a rock through the window with googly eyes on it.
Yeah.
But I do actually recommend puppet making.
Puppet making would be fun. Don't go for anything too complicated, though, because it's harder than it seems.
Maybe just start with a sock puppet.
Yeah.
Just go sock. All you need is googly eyes, which you've got for the rocks already.
Puppets
And
are
then-
good. Maybe you want to make dragon puppets. We've got a
Dragon.
couple of dragon characters. You might be able to Sausage Marine.
Yeah, and
Bodacious Slither.
Bodacious Slither. God, that was a callback and a half. It's too late. I've been writing essays all day.
Long time ago. So there's a couple dragons they might be interested in.
Which dragons do lend themselves to the sock shape.
Yep.
They could learn a language. Because how long's summer vacation in America? Isn't it like 8 years?
Yeah, it's pretty long. You could learn a language in that time. Maybe grab them some language books.
It's 3 months, isn't it?
They could
3
train
months?
themselves up, learn Japanese, make dragons, have the dragons yell something in Japanese as they throw the rocks through the window of the car.
And throw the person in front of it.
I'm throwing it all
who
together.
has Japanese writing all over them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could learn a language. They could learn Australian. They could listen to the... Now, we're at episode 42 of this cycle, but we've got I think it's about 70 episodes worth of content.
Yeah,
They could just listen to that.
There's some that actually...
No,
I don't know if
there's
any...
none that have
Not for
no
kids.
swearing.
Not for kids.
God, that was hard to get out. Yeah, they all have swearing in them. But they'd learn a lot about Australia.
They would.
Give them a project. I'm a teacher, so I'm allowed to give them
I'm all about
projects whenever.
projects. I like projects.
Just tell them to pick an animal, and then they have to find out about that animal, and then they have to draw it, and then they have to make a cardboard diagram with it, and then they should make a diorama of it in its natural habitat. Man, why don't we make dioramas anymore?
Get a jump on next year's homework.
Yeah, find out. I'll tell you one thing teachers love. They love it when parents communicate with them and ask them for more work for their child. We
Directly,
love it.
yeah.
We love it because it's
Get their personal numbers, call them at home, especially over the holiday period. They've not got anything going on. They're on holidays. Give them a call and find out what you can be doing with your kid.
It's more work for the teacher.
Maybe you could
but
take them
teachers
around
love more
to the
work.
teacher's house.
Yeah. Oh, just drop them off because the teacher's on holidays.
They're not going to be busy.
The teacher's on holidays.
Just leave them there.
You're taking them to the zoo.
Zoo's good.
Now, the thing about the zoo is make it more fun. Play zoo bingo.
Yeah.
Make cryptic trivia clues. I once tried to do that. So when you have the lemur exhibit, you say, this exhibit has King Julian from Madagascar. And then they have to go to that exhibit and you make your own little scavenger hunt.
That's fun. Maybe you could steal a monkey and teach it to throw rocks at cars.
And stick googly eyes on the monkey. You could do the project about the animal before going to the zoo, and that could be the end result. And if they have experiences at your zoo, like the encounters, you could pay for that because I'm sure that you've got endless amounts of money with a 9, 6, and 3-year-old in the house.
Oh, yeah. You'd be flush with cash.
Hey, that's the same amount of distance between my sisters and I.
Okay.
3 years between each of us. 6 between the youngest and the oldest.
Fantastic.
Tell you what, if you play your cards right, you could have another Leon on your hands. So
Yeah.
probably try to avoid that. So now this is more of a question of how do you avoid
So
that?
pay as much attention to the younger one as possible to make sure that doesn't occur, yeah.
Teach your kids 500, that card game. I don't know how to play it, but you can.
I'm sure it's good.
You can play it infinitely, as far as I can tell, or you can just
Yeah.
keep playing it. Or Euchre, which I think is a lesser version of 500. Teach them poker. And
Maybe have a
bet.
all summer long Dungeons and Dragons.
Ooh, now that's not a bad idea. Dungeons and Dragons for kids. I'm sure that's a thing.
Yeah.
Again, ask the teacher to provide a Dungeons and Dragons script to put that together.
Yeah, I'm sure they have it on hand.
You could do like a summer long like leaderboard, tally board. Have a competition all summer, and they can get points for the extra exciting washing the dishes race.
Yeah.
They could get it for who vacuums the floor the fastest.
Because if I know anything, you got to vacuum quickly.
Yeah.
Don't worry about getting in corners. It's as quick as possible.
Yeah. The other option you have here is there's a little game called Fortnite. Just give them that.
Yeah.
Just give them that. Give them 3 months of Fortnite.
Let the TV raise your kids.
I turned out fine.
Yeah.
And I was raised by Bo on Days of Our Lives.
Yeah. I'm just throwing rocks at cars all day.
Yeah,
so.
Tim's got a weird thing about... Thank God we didn't record in the car. He probably would have tested it. Yeah, I don't know. I get them to write a book, like a picture book.
A book.
That could be fun.
Read a book, write a book.
Design a little picture book. Do lots of reading. That's what I'd do. But give them time to play games. You know, they've earned it.
Yeah.
I'm sure they got good grades. And if they didn't, punish them. Punish them.
Why not?
Punish the 3-year-old for his bad grades that he got at preschool.
Well, one of them's 12. You're about to enter the hellish years soon.
One of them's 9. What are you talking about? 9, 6, and 3.
Yeah.
But 9 is the new 12, so you're entering the hellish years.
Yeah. Where did I get the 12-year-old from?
I don't know. I think it was 9, 6, and 3. Let me just relook. I'm like, it was. Yeah. 9, 6, and 3.
Yeah. I don't pay a lot of attention to people's lives.
If 2 of them are boys and one of them's a girl, make them dress the girl up as a boy. If 2 of them are girls and one of them's a boy, dress them up like a girl. Like, we all went through that stage of our childhood.
It's all fun. Look, there's a bunch of ideas there. I hope you've been taking notes. Ice skating.
Rollerblading.
It's going to be summer.
Roller skating. Ice skating rinks are open in the summer. It's better to go in the summer because it's hot.
Yeah, sure.
You can't go ice skating outside. Water skiing. Bushwalks. Are you around a lot of bush? Go for some
We've given a
bushwalks.
lot of ideas. If you've not found one from this, I wouldn't be surprised. But we have tried to give you some
Learn
ideas.
to do a backflip. You can do that in 3 months.
Yeah, I saw a guy learn in one day.
Yeah, well,
on YouTube.
Hey, tell your kids to pick up their game.
That was a fucking
Jesus.
douchebag, though. So
Alexis writes again.
He's got a second question.
He gave us lots of dad visses. The other ones get a little bit. They get tricky because they're the big questions.
Rightio.
Here's a question for you: are there more leaves in the world, or blades of grass?
Now, we made the mistake of talking about this one very briefly before we were like, no, we can't talk about this at the airport the other day.
We did.
Straight up, let's deliver our central thesis.
When is a blade of grass a leaf?
I'm
How
pretty
small.
Yeah, my central argument is a blade of grass is a leaf.
Yeah, just a really small, thin one.
So there are, in effect, there are more leaves.
There are more leaves, or
are leaves blades of grass on a tree?
That's what I'm saying. Are leaves big blades of grass? Are there more blades of grass? But this is probably why Alexis asked this question, because he knew there were the 2 sides to it.
No, the blades of grass on the tree is ridiculous.
Oh, that's the
There's
crazy
no
one.
argument there.
So how are they leaves if they're growing out of the ground? The ground is not a tree.
But it is like grass is a plant, and a leaf is on a plant.
But not all plants have leaves, do they? Do all plants have leaves?
Not all of them. Cacti don't have leaves. They're technically plants.
What are they called, though? What are their leaves called?
They don't have leaves.
No, but like their bits. Shaft.
Yeah, shaft. They have shafts. Long, hard shafts.
Helmet. What's the name of the knob again? This is off topic. But what is the name of the knob of a penis? It's a gland, isn't it?
I don't know. Wait, aren't we talking about plants?
Yeah, but I started talking about penises. What are you going to do? It's nighttime.
I do think cacti, and instantly it's just dicks. That's all I can think
with
of.
With those prickles?
Yeah.
Okay, so leaves. There's more leaves.
I'm going to go with leaves.
And if anyone argues with us, they're wrong, because we are a peer-reviewed journal, because there's 2 of us.
Yes.
That's how that works, right?
Sure, why not?
Alexis's next question. What is the name of the space between the bits that stick out on a comb? So what are the names of the bits in between the teeth of a comb? Anteeth. Anti-teeth.
Anteeth. I like that.
Anteeth's Roadshow.
Hey, should we bring out a line of comb floss to floss between the teeth of the comb?
You were so confident that I was going to find that funny, weren't you?
Yeah. Somebody's laughing. Somebody's out there's laughing because they feel sorry for me.
Guys, you've got to brush the teeth on your comb.
Hipsters would buy that for sure.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
A slightly different comb to clean their comb? Yes.
Yeah. It's vital to have it.
My comb gets cleaned if I take it to mum and dad's. All I have to do is leave it on the sink and it magically gets cleaned by someone.
I don't even own a comb.
Really?
Yeah.
That explains a lot.
I don't own a brush.
That explains a lot.
I don't own anything.
I own a comb, a beard comb, a beard
I rent
brush.
everything I have.
You what?
I rent everything I have.
Yeah, that's...
When I go to Woolworths, I rent apples.
I thought you were going to say when you go to the Apple Store, but if that sentence was that way, you would have gone to the Apple Store to rent Woolworths.
Yeah.
Nelly. I think they're just called air.
Yeah.
Like, what's the space called between Tim and I right now?
Awkward.
Sexually tense.
Deep hatred.
Yeah, I just think they're just called. I didn't they have a name? They might.
Yeah.
My favourite bit of trivia when it comes to things that have weird names is the tip of your shoelace being called an aglet.
Yeah, that's fun. Do you think there is actually an answer to this question? I'm going to look it up.
Possibly.
Comb.
But surely he
teeth,
would have Googled it
space.
before us.
Yeah, I'm sure he did too, but let's find out if there's a legitimate answer to this
Although
one.
we are the knowledge.
There is an answer.
Oh, is there? What's it called?
Umpenators? It's spelled Umpernateers. I think that...
UMPER. Oompa.
Umpenators.
Oompa?
Umpenators?
Oompa Loompa. That's the name.
Oh, now there's one that's telling me it's called comb drums.
Comb drums.
Combdrums.
Now
comb drums.
that's a bit of dad advice there. Dad, what's this called? Comb drums. It's comb
Wow.
drums. Is that all? Comb drums and
That's all I can see on the first page of
umpanators?
Google. If it's not on the first page of Google, it doesn't exist.
It's not worth it. I'm going to go with umpanators.
Umpenator.
I like that.
Yeah.
There we go. We actually...
Or, here's another one. Interstices.
Interstices would make sense, but would imply, I feel, that you're going to put another comb into the comb. Like some kind of comb...
They're going to
comb
interstice.
Yeah. But
Comb
then
docking.
if you
Ugh.
put two combs
Okay.
together, don't you just have a ruler?
Yeah. Is that what happens
Yeah.
at comb factories?
Yes, they just
Do
split
they
rulers.
recycle rulers?
Yeah, they just split rulers in half.
We could definitely do that.
Can you ever... Alexis, I put this question to you. Can you ever perfectly put two combs together?
No. Because they've always got like one end, out on each end, it's like too thick.
Yeah, but if you got two combs that were exactly the same, if you bought the same comb
No.
twice,
It's impossible.
then pushed it together.
No one's ever done it. No one ever will.
I'm going to buy some combs.
I'm putting my foot down. It will never happen.
If you were to have a comb, would you use more the thick end or the thin end?
Oh yeah, because there's two different parts to it, isn't there?
Yeah. You can just use it all over, but I think I favour the thin end because I think
I'm a thin boy, yeah.
I think it gives more control. I don't know. I just do my hair. I just
Yeah.
put some water in it. Good. Tim, you got another one there?
Yeah.
No, because
I looked up the comb tapes.
Oh, okay. Well,
so
I'll
I
get it
accidentally went
again.
off the page.
No,
didn't
I'll
I?
get it. No, don't you worry.
Yeah, I'm not worried. Don't worry about
This
it.
one's from Simon Blackburn, friend of the show and host of Apple Slice podcast.
He might be able to get me some good rental deals on the apples.
On the apples, maybe. I doubt it. I hope Simon's not listening. I love him, but he seems dodgy. Hey, he's just a dodgy guy.
What?
No, I really like Simon.
Gee whiz.
I was just making a joke.
Jokes. I
Goof
get
'em up.
jokes. Yeah.
I love it when you yell into the microphone. I can see it pop over here. I can't wait to play with that.
Enjoy when you edit that.
Simon asks, if Australia ever became a republic, what would you want as a new flag design?
Oh.
The proviso is no boxing kangaroos,
Mm-hmm.
or as he says, no boxing kangas allowed. Kanga. Who calls it a kanga? Simon does.
Kanga.
Now, Alexis, obviously feeling active at this time, his answer was a democracy sausage, which, again, there will be an episode on this one day, but Americans in Australia, when you go to vote, there's a sausage sizzle, and you get your sausage after you vote.
And a sausage sizzle, if you're in America and don't know, is when you cook a sausage and you eat it on bread with tomato sauce. Ketchup. Tomato sauce, though.
And you cook it on
A
Le
barbecue.
Grill.
Yeah. Le Grill? What the hell is Le Grill?
What would you put?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe a home among the gum trees.
Lots of plum trees.
Yeah, a couple of plum trees. Sheep or two, kangaroo, clothesline out the back, veranda out the front, and an old rocking chair.
Yeah, it doesn't sound eclectic at all.
No. That's song lyrics.
Yes.
No, maybe I'd put Don Burke's face.
The spirit of Australia.
Yeah.
No, you know who the spirit of Australia is? Big fucking Kev.
Oh, yeah, no, actually, I take that back. Let's
And
put
it
Big
would be
Kev
in
on there.
memorandum as well.
He's excited, let me tell you.
That would be the flag. I think we'd still go the blue background. I think blue is a good background for a flag. Circle with Big Kev's face in it, and underneath it just, I'm excited.
Yeah. Absolutely. I'm there.
I would put a cassowary because then no other country would fuck with us.
Yeah. Take the emu and the kangaroo off our coat of arms and just have a cassowary staring. Just staring.
But you didn't have to stare at me when you said it. Cassowary on the flag. Probably smoking a durry.
A cassowary with a durry.
Yeah, because that's threatening to me.
And does he also have a hat with a sticker still on it and his flip phone playing rap music? And is he sitting on the back of the bus?
Out loud. And then saying,
These
"Oi,
damn
leave me
youth
alone."
cassowaries. I talked to
yeah.
a guy at the wedding we went to on the weekend who said he saw a cassowary and he saw a baby cassowary.
And he lived to tell the tale.
Yeah. He was American, but he lived, I don't know, he lived in Britain, I think. He told me they were on a bus and they saw them.
Do they have cassowaries in England?
No, when he was in Cairns.
Oh, right. Well,
he came to the wedding via Cairns.
Oh, right.
As if you didn't already know that from the small part of the story that I told you. Why didn't you just
how did
assume
I not
the
pick
rest?
up on that?
Yeah.
I also had a conversation at that wedding where someone was saying that a kangaroo does the same thing that a cassowary can do, where with their 3 toes they can disembowel people.
Yeah.
So that's a thing.
Welcome to Australia.
And we will have to get, if she's into it, we'll have to get our friend Ali on, because we saw her again and she does biology stuff and she looks after quolls and things in the wild. I've seen she does lots of
quokkas?
stuff. I don't think she does quokkas, mainly quolls.
Quolls.
She was saying, to go along the lines with our platypus episode, that the platypus is like the number 1 Australian animal that causes deaths, but it's not usually because of this. Like, it's not usually people don't die from the sting and the venom. People die from drowning after being stung and the pain, and they fall into the water.
Crazy stuff.
So fishermen drown in in ankle deep water.
Gee whiz.
Like Tiny Tim in no, is it Little John? Who's the one from Robin Hood?
Little John.
Little John. Tiny Tim's the one from A Christmas Carol.
I'm sorry, I forget the part in Robin Hood where Little John's in the river and he gets stung by a platypus and then drowns. What are you talking
Men in
about?
Tights. Little John falls in the river and he can't swim. It's specifically Men in Tights.
Right.
And then he says, "God bless us, everyone."
Yes, that's... Yeah, sure.
So, yeah, I don't know. Cassowary... Maybe a cassowary and a platypus. Like back-to-back. Gangster style.
Yeah.
And then underneath it, Big Kev, and I'm excited.
Yeah. He'd be excited to see that showdown.
And on the reverse side, because you know what flags don't do?
Reverse sides.
They don't have reverse sides. So,
yeah, it's just an awkward backwards flag.
yeah, so the other side is if you find Harold, dial 1-800-YEGADAY.
Yeah. Or like, how's my flagging? And then it's got a number that you call if the flag isn't flagging well.
How's my flapping?
Yeah.
I think that's a good reverse side for it. You don't want anything too busy because the front's already got a cassowary and a platypus on
Yeah,
it.
for sure.
Or the back of it is their bum holes.
Yeah. A graphic depiction of their bumholes.
An extremely detailed cloaca.
Yeah.
I assume platypuses have cloacas as well.
And the cassowary is like pooping, half poop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pooping out the remains of the person.
Poop
he ate.
pee birth hole.
We shouldn't be trusted with anything. Good. And there's one more.
One more. I
Have you
still
got that
don't
one
have
up?
it up. So
Oh, okay, great. Well, it just turns
I've
out
lost the thing. So
I'll give you 2 guesses at who the last one is from.
Kylie Minogue.
No.
I wouldn't answer it if it was from her. Alexis Catley.
You are bang on the chip packet, my friend.
Chips go flying.
They do. Oh, I've got something in chips upstairs. Alexis asked, if the space station was over Australia and everyone in Australia went outside and looked up while they took a photo of us, how many photos would they have to take before they got one in which no one was blinking?
Wow.
Population of Australia is, I assume, in 2000 I learned it was at about 20 million, so I assume it's exactly the same.
Yeah. Things don't grow.
So you've got 20 million Australians. Where would we even locate ourselves?
We have 24.13 million currently.
Well, we've gone up by 4 and 1/3s.
Yeah. Yes, 1/3s.
Well, okay, so first question. Where are we all going?
Well, no, we're all just walking out of our house, and we're all just looking up.
No.
That's what he said.
That's an organizational nightmare. Alexis.
I think it would be more of an organizational nightmare to get everybody in one place. Some people have work. We can't all just be there.
Western Australia are like 8 hours behind us. They're still asleep from 3 days before.
I think they can figure out to go out at a certain time.
They're not.
It's not that difficult.
They're not. And Tasmania.
Don't go dissing our.
We don't know what they're doing down there.
They're already jealous of the East Coast.
Okay, so everyone.
They're not jealous. They're better.
So everyone just walks outside, and they look up. Is there anyone telling us? Ready, set, go, or do we just stand there?
I think we're all just standing there. I think we're all very conscious that if we look at the sky too long, the animals around us will definitely start trying to kill us. So I think we're going to get it in one. I think everyone's going to be very conscious of the fact that we need to get this photo as quick as possible.
Yeah. We've got a short window before we get attacked.
Oh, 100%.
The cassowaries will take over.
Yeah. You can hear the possums screaming.
You think that would get it in one? I think it would take... I reckon if you took 300 photos, it would be the 174th.
174th. How many of those are like a fun photo?
You've always got to do a fun one.
How many silly ones?
Throw your hands up. Silly photos can get fucked.
Charlie's Angels.
Silly photos can fuck right off because here's what a silly photo is. All right, we're all sitting here. We're doing the formal photo where we smile because that's what you do in these photos. Yeah. Silly one, someone pokes their tongue out, someone puts their hand up, someone makes a shocked face.
Putting a hand up is pretty funny though.
Like someone looks away.
Yeah.
Like when I hear silly photo, I want to see someone like with their hand inside another person, like coming out their mouth.
Jeez.
Like, real silly stuff.
Yeah. Real
nipples around their ears.
Real fisting stuff. Yeah.
Real silly fisting.
Yeah.
So silly photos get fucked. But I think every photo would be silly, but that wasn't the question. The question was, are our eyes open? So as long as your eyes are open, you'd be fine.
I think first try.
First try because everyone knows, as you said, in Australia, if your eyes aren't open, you're dead.
Yeah. I've never closed my eyes.
I'd
never do it.
Listen to me blink.
I carry around a squeegee bottle and I just spray water onto my face to keep my eyes wet.
I have to do that at the moment with the eye drops. And therefore I will live longer.
Yes, that's science.
Those questions were many in number and fruitful in response.
Yes, I'm sure we've really, really given some valuable fucking advice tonight.
Now, as I said, I apologize. It's completely Tim's fault that I didn't do my assignment on time. Well, I'm doing it on time. It's just I didn't do anything else. So blame Tim. I will pick up my game. We will also not have this month's bonus episode and movie commentary ready until
Probably
this weekend.
Yeah.
Which is technically within June, but it's only like the 2nd or 3rd day of June.
Yeah. Get off our back about it. God.
And we'll still have...
You've not asked about it once.
Everything's going back to normal after that. We'll still have everything else. But now is a perfect time, as I posted... You know what? Out of all the content that we post, out of all the hilarious things that we do, out of all the memes that we make of our own and all the funny things we say, you know the one that people liked the most?
What?
My fucking Pocahontas post last night that said the episode will be delayed, but it's just around the river bend.
It's moderately funny.
People...
Wait, were they liking the joke or were they liking the fact that it's delayed? People hate us?
Shit.
Well, that's me not sleeping tonight.
That's a spicy podcast of all. People love Pocahontas, turns out, which I haven't watched in many years.
Yeah.
But yeah, so sorry about that. My fault. It happens when you're famous podcasters as we are. It'll
May's been insane, hasn't it?
Back to normal soon.
Yeah.
Comic-Con is coming up in 2 weeks. If you're going to be at Oz Comic-Con in Melbourne, let us know because we'll be there.
Let's hang out.
Well, we're waiting to hear if we get media passes.
No, I was asking you.
Oh, us.
You and me, let's hang out.
I'm not going if I don't get a media pass.
I'm not really interested in anyone else.
Do I look like
not
the
even
kind
that
of
interested in you, to be honest.
that would pay to go to Comic-Con now with this amount of fame?
Yeah. On my extremely high salary?
What I enjoyed is just when they do the form, they ask you for examples of work that you've done, like what you'll do at Comic-Con, and they always give you 3 spots. And so
Right,
the first 2 spots were our other Comic-Con episodes, and then our bonus WWE episode from back in the day.
Yeah.
But as of next year, we'll be able to give them 3 Comic-Con episodes and just say,
Fantastic.
think we're pretty well versed in how this works.
We know Comic-Con.
What if they don't let us in this year? Are we too famous?
We just won't go, I guess.
I think it's because we're too famous.
Yeah. That's the most likely
I'm not
scenario.
going to Harry and Meghan's wedding. That was a meme. People know that.
Yeah, no, I saw the video.
Let's
It wasn't
go
funny.
finish my 3,000-word essay.
No, you can do that. I'm going to go to bed.
Yeah, good plan. Check us out on social media at Yeah G'day Podcast on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Join our Facebook group, Yeah G'day Fans. It's actually been going off lately thanks to Beth and Alexis and Ali and Simon.
Yeah, going off. It's near its expiry date. And it's starting to get stinky.
The use by is pretty soon.
Yep.
That's
a joke about words.
Send us in Dad Vices and Harold Holt watches.
The itchiest fucking ankle right
Yeah,
now.
can you stop that? I can't wait to edit that. Sorry, hey, does anyone know how to edit out ankle scratching specifically?
Who's scratching a rake on a wall?
And why is that guy not blinking? I haven't even blinked the whole time.
Yeah.
Go to our Patreon, www.patreon.com/yeahgooday. Thanks as always to Teylor Smirl, Smelly Belly, What a Girly, for our wonderful cover art.
And to Curtis Fernance for our outroduction music. You're good, aren't you?
He's great.
He's got a good beard too.
He does.
Alexis Catley.
Yeah. Good. That's it. Whenever we say we're doing a short episode, we never do it.
No, it's not short.
Good stuff. As always, yeah, g'day, Tim.
Yeah, g'day, Leon.
Yeah, g'day, everyone.
Yeah, g'day, everyone. Catch you on the flippity flop.
Love this podcast? Support it and sponsor today. Simply head to AuscastNetwork.com for details.